Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about two of the biggest toy companies, the two biggest toy companies potentially merging. Now, this is a rumor, but it does look like Mattel is for sale, and one of the interested parties might be Hasbro, because they haven't bought enough yet, right?
Right. They don't own all of them.
They don't own everything yet.
What else can they screw up?
Oh my God. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, yeah, woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Yeah, so we do talk about Hasbro and Mattel and He-Man and Transformers, My Little Pony and all that stuff, because we are toy collectors.
We are.
We like toys.
We do.
And I've lamented in multiple videos about Hasbro buying everything, because they bought, Kenner and Parker Brothers and Milton Bradley, and like almost every toy brand is owned by Hasbro except Mattel. They don't own Mattel, but
there's a few they don't own, but yeah, for big ones.
The big ones, yeah. Mattel's a big one. They make Barbies, Hot Wheels, and of course
Monster High.
Monster High now, Masters of the Universe. Now, I thought Mattel's price would have gone through the roof because of the Barbie movie, but I know a couple years ago they were not doing very well. Mattel wasn't doing well at all, and that's part of why they hoard out, as I understand it, like the She-Ra license to DreamWorks and stuff, just make money wherever they could make it, and they split that whole thing up. And yeah, but this is pretty shocking. I didn't know that they were considering selling off the company.
Well, actually, it was another place put in for it first, and now there's talk that Hasbro might as well.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. So the stock is rallying. It's doing better because they might get taken over by this company, this L. Catterton, an investment firm that the luxury behemoth LVMH helped create. So this is the original article. So this is like a luxury brand, right?
Right. So that's, and then you're like, why would they do that? Well, Barbie. We can go make luxury Barbie items and sell it to the Karens.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah. And I worry about that, though, because I'm worried, like, if they keep Mattel, okay, but I don't think they're going to. And they're just basically a company that wants to turn around and just, acquire stuff, which means it's probably going to be more of the same or worse going forward.
So if Hasbro buys them, maybe they'll just change the name. So Hasbro Mattel will just shorten it to Hell.
Yes,
right. Then their catchphrase, their slogan can be Hell. Hell is for children.
There you go.
I'm Pat Bennett.
That's copyrighted,
Yeah, but nobody gets that because
I got it.
You got it because we're about the same age. But
that's that or Matt Bro.
Matt Bro. Oh my God, that'd be the most awesome. And they also have Bitcoin too. Matt Bro. So yeah, I gotta give again a hat tip to For Attorney. I saw this floating around yesterday, and I had no idea this was going to be a thing. But this is the article on some finance site. They said that they're a private equity firm, backed by a luxury good giant, LVMH.
Every time you hear private equity firm going to buy something, it's just because they're doing it for the money, so they're going to like sell it off. Yeah. Or what they're going to do. It's concerning when I hear private equity firm. They're not going to care about the quality. Not that the current companies care about the quality either. But if you thought they didn't care before, just wait.
Yep, they said that they made an offer. They made an offer to Mattel, the iconic toy maker known for Barbie and Hot Wheels. They said the move has the potential to ignite a bidding war with Hasbro. So they made a formal offer to Mattel, but they say it could ignite a bidding war with Hasbro considering entering the fray.
So, I don't know if they'd let Hasbro buy Mattel. Like, I think that's like, we have when there's two big companies want to merge, that there's a lot of different regulations in place, like, to make sure they're not like monopolizing stuff.
Ironically, they own Monopoly too.
Yes,
because they bought Parker Brothers.
True.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I don't fully understand the inner workings of how they're thinking, but I'm like, could this explain why they are potentially divesting themselves of certain brands or outsourcing stuff to be like, oh yeah, we're not a monopoly. We're keeping Playmates in business and we're keeping, Basic Fun in business. And then you've got like Jack's Pacific, and you do have some other toy companies. So they could argue there are other companies, but Mattel's the big one. At one point, Mattel was the biggest toy company because of Barbie and Hot Wheels. And then they lost it to Hasbro. And then Hasbro just gobbled up all the B and C list toy companies. They gobbled up Kenner and like everything. They own like everything now. Oh God. Okay. Activist investor Barrington Capital called on Mattel in February to explore strategic changes, including potential options for Fisher-Price American Girl to be spun off, apparently, in the separation of CEO and chairman roles. Wow, these pressures may have influenced companies' openness to acquisition offers. So it's possible, even if they sell Mattel, that they could offload Fisher-Price and American Girl, and those were separate companies at one point too. Mattel bought those.
I would think Fisher-Price would be one you didn't want to offload. I mean, that's just me. American Girl is okay, but it's so pricey, and I don't know. I don't know how much money that one makes. I know. I mean, our daughter loves American Girl. We have a bunch of dolls and stuff, but it's a little out of the price range for most people. But Fisher-Price is more like a family, every family has Fisher-Price toys kind of thing.
Yeah, I think Basic Fun's actually making the Fisher-Price toys now too.
Oh, so they can just sell it to Basic Fun or whatever,
or just outsource it. Yeah. So they said Mattel has faced challenges in recent years. Despite the success of the Barbie movie, the company's shares have lost 23% of their value of last year due to concerns about profitability and the handling of unprofitable toy franchises.
Right, but Hasbro has the same problem.
Right.
They have the exact same problem.
Up. They said that the toy industry is not in a good place. They said Mattel posted a smaller than expected loss for the first quarter in April, aided by cost-cutting measures despite weak sales. So this company, is El Catterton, has $34 billion in assets. They've been gobbling up companies since '89. And this is interesting. It said the backing could provide El Catterton with the resources and strategic support needed to pursue a significant acquisition like Mattel, because they've teamed up with some other, Bernard Arnault? I don't know. It's finance people. I don't know. Hasbro, though. They're talking about Hasbro, known for brands like Play-Doh and Transformers, report a smaller than expected drop in first quarter sales in April and exceeded profit estimates.
Well, that's because they had all those articles about how they were cutting they're cutting quality. They were. And we looked at toys that they've been putting out, and the quality is not there. Like the Transformers are flimsy. They might be cheaper, a more affordable toy, but the plastic, it's going to break. It's not very good.
Yeah. They said the merger between Mattel and Hasbro has been long speculated as a move that could unlock significant value, though it would likely face substantial antitrust scrutiny.
Yes, exactly.
They talk about how they have actually had collaborations before. They've done Hot Wheels and they've done Uno. Yeah,
but that's collaboration. They're separate entities. They're talking about making them one entity.
Yeah, but they're obviously having a dialogue. Like Hasbro and Mattel working together like this 10 years ago would have been unthinkable. Absolutely unthinkable. And now it's just like, it's basically going to be Toy Highlander, because, we've done multiple videos talking about how adult collectors are the ones buying the toys now. It's not kids. Kids really aren't buying toys. Hasbro could say, hey, and that might be why they're doing what they're doing. They say, hey, we are primarily a game company that outsources our toys to different toy manufacturers.
Or they could say we're a game company and our toy branch is Mattel.
They could do that too. Yeah. Yeah. And then they just, keep the stuff that's profitable, like Barbie and Hot Wheels, and then the rest of it, just outsource it to Basic Fun or some other, Super 7 or somebody wants to make toys. Yeah.
Because on the Mattel Collector site, they're doing Monster High G3 dolls all the time, and collectible dolls. And our daughter absolutely loves them. So I hope they don't get rid of that.
I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that Netflix's Kevin Smith He-Man show didn't save Mattel.
No, yeah.
But they've been in trouble. They've been in trouble for a long time. Mattel's been in trouble for a long time. They got lucky with the Barbie movie, but they even canceled the.
But it didn't matter. They did lucky with the Barbie movie. It didn't matter. It didn't stop anything.
Well, it's like Disney. We talk about Disney all the time. It's like, yeah, they have a couple box office hits, but they need to have hit after hit after hit, while also not having the debt that they have. And everything has to be firing on all cylinders, and that's not the case. Basically, right now, their theme parks aren't in a good place. And it's the same with Mattel. Mattel, speaking of theme parks, they were going to build a theme park.
They have them in play. They're going to be opening soon. I think the one is.
Oh my God, they'll just call it like Hasbro Mattel. Hellland. Welcome to Hellland.
Here's my thing. It's like, maybe these companies shouldn't have gone into the television and movie and just went ahead licensing out their properties for television, for TV and film. I mean, I guess in that case, they don't have as much say over it, which is why we end up with some things that weren't great. But even the things they do have say over aren't necessarily great. And it's like Disney, everybody wanted to get into the streaming wars with their own streaming service, but they would have probably been further ahead if they had just licensed stuff out. Yeah. I think that's the same thing with the toy companies. They're trying to do this, but if they had just licensed stuff out, it would have probably been better for them. because they didn't benefit from it. It actually hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And I've noticed with Mattel, especially with the stuff they have like He-Man and Barbie, they're kind of doing these crossovers. But like I knew something was up with Masters of the Universe. They're doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover, which is so weird because like Ninja Turtles has become like the Oreo flavoring, right, of pop culture. Because they're doing turtle collaborations with like every freaking geek brand. Like
it seems that way.
Video game. They're doing a Naruto comic book. They're doing Transformers now. They're doing like whatever they can slap a turtle on. They're doing it. But I think that's kind of going to happen because they're going to go after that adult collector market because the market for these toys, it's not at Walmart. It's not Target. I mean, especially Masters of the Universe, like there's like nothing there, just the crossover turtle figures and a couple of leftover, Revolution figures or whatever, Masterverse figures. But like it never came back fully as like a Walmart retail toy brand. But how or why could it? Because He-Man doesn't mean anything to kids today. Unfortunately, but Monster High does. Monster High is doing pretty okay.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, guys. This is interesting.
Spectre today.
You did, yeah.
I ordered a Spectre today. Anyway,
I don't know. I think that this is how our childhoods die. They just become IP that get gobbled up by some private equity firm, and that's it. And then they just kind of every once in a while they'll beat that nostalgia drum and they'll sell you a $200 toy. Because you got the money for it now, but it's never going to go back to what it was before. Because kids today, they just don't care. They really don't care. So we're going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.